Hey, it's me, Uncle Ricky. Welcome to another fun, exciting episode of Uncle Ricky's House. We're going to talk about guns. Guns in the United States of America. This country, this one we live in, its whole history is based on guns. We were founded in the Pilgrims bought guns, the Pilgrims used guns, backed off the indigenous people, gave colonists a foothold. Slavery was supported by guns. We had a civil war all over the right to own people of another color as cattle. But it was guns. I made some of the first leaps in weapons of war, Gatling gun. Civil War. We go into 2 world wars. We lead the rest of the world, the industrial world, in the production of guns. Guns proliferate our social culture. I mean, the westward expansion. Kentucky rifle, Pennsylvania rifle, the frontiersmen, wife and family protecting themselves from the so-called savages, the indigenous people of this country, the owners of this country, the ones that were starved and raped and slaughtered so it could become this country. All of that is based on the use of the gun. World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the United States continued to make guns. The citizens of the United States continued to buy guns because they were afraid of the Great Yellow Invasion. They were afraid of the Great Communist Invasion. They were afraid of the Great Black Social Uprising. People in Georgia were afraid that Watts was going to come to their front door. Organizations like the Klan, the Panthers, they all promoted themselves holding guns, getting ready for war. The first real gun control, Ronnie Reagan in California, said we need to control the weapons that are in the hands of the civilian population after armed Black Panthers invaded the capital of California, Sacramento, and could not be arrested because they weren't breaking any laws, because there were no gun control laws. So the very Republican Party that basically started gun control is the very Republican Party today that wants nothing to do with gun control. No matter how many kids get killed in schools, even the type of schools they support, those Christian academies, they don't care. It was a gun. Americans have the right to own a gun. It's our Second Amendment God-given right. Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but God is God, and he didn't pick up a pen and paper and write anything in the United States Constitution. It was all written by white men that were just as corrupt and lacking moral turpitude as you guys that always claim that you understand the intention of what the forefathers meant. But getting back to guns, you got that extreme right wing that feels like that, everybody should have as many guns, as much ammunition as they can put in their basement, because you got to be ready for the end. You got to be able to impose your will, your silly ideals, even when the world is collapsing around you. That's your God-given right to have a gun until the end. Then you got the other side that wants no guns at all because they kill people. We can't have such destructive items in society. Don't want them near us. Don't need them, can't abide them. Okay, everybody has the right to their opinion. Then there's the people in the middle that perhaps 10 years ago wouldn't have owned a gun. But as time marches on and you see kids getting slaughtered in school by crazy people with crazy ass guns, you start to lean towards, a little bit better self-protection. Then you also notice that in cases like in Uvalde, the ones that were supposed to be the protectors had plenty of time to protect and to save some lives, but they were afraid of the very weapon that was killing the kids. So they said, time out, let's take a coffee break, while the kids screamed and died. That puts a person in the middle that much closer to thinking about buying a gun. Not with the intent of evening up the score or being the savior of the day, but just having one just in case that bullshit comes their way. Then you have old man shoots young boy that is lost just doing his sibling duty, his older sibling being responsible, picking up his younger brothers, being a good kid. And a racist old man blows him away because he rang his doorbell one day. Maybe that should, put you back towards the side that we don't need one, but then you think about, well, what if that racist old man was my neighbor? Or for some dumbass reason, I had to ring his doorbell one day. I'm closer to buying that gun. Then in New Mexico, cops go to the wrong address, do the cop knock, announce themselves as cops. Nobody comes to the door. Cops back away. Door comes open. Owner of the house, under his Second Right Amendment, runs out of the house with his gun. Cops shoot him dead. Wife comes to the door with a gun. They banging her, but she has the good sense to give the fuck up. Gets confusing here, doesn't it? Gets really confusing. Then in New York, group of young people get lost trying to see a friend in a backwoods mountainous area, turn into the wrong driveway, try to turn around, and the owner of the house comes out of the house, puts 2 shots through the car, and kills the young lady dead. Not a good image for the people that want guns, no matter what. But then you still have the people in the middle that never intend to do dumb shit like this, but they just want for when the threat actually comes to their door or to their family or to wherever they may be if they're legally carrying concealed. And they don't want to be a hero, they just want to live until tomorrow. And they feel like, the Second Amendment is there to use to maybe remain free. We're just doing what comes natural, trying to stay alive. I don't know, but all those things push me towards buying a weapon again. I don't have any desire to bang on anybody for any reason at all, no matter how much you may hate me. But I do have a desire that if you come at me, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be carried away in pain or with their eyes closed. I'm sorry, that's just me. No threats, no promises, just explanations of how life has become. And I don't think I'm alone. All I'm saying is whatever state you're in, whatever, if you decide to, own and for self-protection, make sure you get all the things you need to be covered, all the right paperwork, get your CCW as fast as possible. I'm working on mine right now. I'll let you know when I get it. It's getting crazy out there. No need to become a victim. Just stay chill, but be ready. I know that's hard to comprehend, but I think we can handle that. Well, that's it for now. That's it for me. Said all I can say on the subject for now. Stay tuned. So you want to see. Peace out and God bless. Uncle Ricky.